Jack, I grew up in a high friction environment. Bad bosses, toxic workplaces, weaponized fear, shame, and guilt, and that rubbed off on me. And I really went on a pursuit. That's really what made me who I am today, and trying to figure out how to take friction away from all aspects of a business and really even life. And what I'm wondering is, what's your best advice that you could give us about how to remove friction from life, from business? And
Well, first of all, life is full of resistance. Friction's caused when something resists movement, okay? Whether then comes an earthquake, if it doesn't get to move and so forth. So I think first acknowledging there's always going to be some kind of resistances that have to be experienced as friction is another, because you're using it in kind of a pejorative, negative way. I don't know if that's required. So if everyone knows that nothing is, most people think success is an upward curve, and I know it goes like that, right? And so if I know that and I expect that, then when it happens, it's okay. And one of the things I think that a good leader does in a business is to look at and predict what are the possible obstacles and frictions, in your word, that could happen. And then ask yourself, what are things I can do in order to make sure that I've got ways to handle that when it shows up? And can I teach people in my company skills so they can handle it when it shows up? So we're not blaming someone when things get difficult. We're not trying to avoid it, which some people do. We're not going out and drinking about it at 5 o'clock. There are ways to do it. So it requires an open environment to feel like you can talk truth. And I think that's a big issue. But for me, I'll just give you an example. We wanted to do Chicken Soup for the Soul, and we wanted to sell more books with less effort. And there's a guy down in Texas named Roy Williams who's wrote a book called Wizard of Ads. And we went to see him, and he had analyzed our business, and he said, the problem is you have to make we want to sell 13 million books. You got to negotiate 13 million yes decisions. He said, if you had a book club, what could happen is that you could just sell one thing, and then you got 13 books sold. You got a lot fewer decisions to create. So we knew our publisher wasn't going to like that. He liked the forklift book, sent them out to Costco, and one at a time. So we knew that was probably going to happen. So we said, okay, who likes to do that? Amazon likes to do that. So let's let him take the orders and let them fulfill. It's a whole different thing. But if we got into this meeting with him and not thought about that in advance, I think that whole meeting would have fallen together because we had him come over and talk to them. So I think predicting, and I think, I used to do an exercise in my seminar where I'd have someone come up and we'd arm wrestle, and I go, I'm right. And they say, no, I'm right. 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 I think a lot of people live in a world of I'd rather be right than happy. Yeah. And so I think in an environment that's going to be more frictionless is the willingness to admit that you made a mistake, to not know. A lot of people at the top think they have to be the one that knows everything. And I don't think that's at all true. And when you try to be that, which you're not, it just gets in the way. So I think, again, go back to listening and then just honoring that it's going to happen and we'll get through this, holding that vision of possibility. So
that's fantastic.
Those would be the main things I would say.
It's fascinating that you bring up Roy and the word frictionless. The title of my new book is Frictionless, and Roy is my partner. We work hand in hand. We are legal partners in Texas, and
that's too wild.
That's the work I do.
I love your title. One-word titles are killer.
Yeah.
So Frictionless is really good.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.